We'll go a bit slower today. If you're new to bread making, it'll be easier to follow. We'll weigh first, weighing by grams as per the recipe. If you're making this at home, you can use 2 bowls for weighing. One for dry ingredients, like flour, bread flour, sugar, salt. Dry ingredients, flour, sugar, salt. Wet liquids, water. Add the old dough too. Pre-weigh all ingredients. This prevents missing ingredients. Start kneading on low speed, gear 2. Don't use the highest speed at first. If you knead on the highest speed initially, the flour will fly everywhere. If using more yeast, use 2 to 3 times the dry yeast amount. Yeast's key role is to produce gas through fermentation, so yeast shouldn't interact with sugar or salt. Direct contact is okay for them. Okay, the first kneading stage is forming the dough. Just mix flour and water together. When our flour is mixed with 70% liquid, it starts to form gluten. During dough formation, adjust the dough's consistency. Once formed, switch to speed 4 or 5 to develop gluten. Enough gluten is needed to hold the yeast's gas. So why do we continuously knead bread? Why knead it to develop gluten? It's to develop better gluten. Let it rest for 5 minutes. You can see its state now. Better. It's more evenly blended. It slowly starts to creep and form lines. This is normal. The dough is smoother, easier to stretch now. It used to break when pulled. It holds together and stretches better. When you pull it, you can easily form a window pane. But the membrane isn't even. This membrane tears easily. This is about a 70% gluten stage. You can see this membrane is thick. A slight poke easily breaks it. The whole edges are rough, with many jagged edges. See, the membrane isn't even. It's thick in places, and not very strong. This is what we call a thick membrane. At this point, we add the fat. Like butter. Butter and fat delay gluten development, hindering gluten formation, so we usually use the post-butter method, adding butter later. Butter not only delays dough, hindering it, it also lubricates gluten. After adding butter, you'll find the dough gets softer. Before adding butter, knead it at low speed, use speed 2 or 3. If you knead at speed 4 or 5 now, the butter will rapidly raise dough temperature. Temperature control is crucial for bread. Start on speed 2. Slowly incorporate the butter. Now, after adding butter, the dough becomes soft and sticky, right? It starts to develop thick edges and loses cohesion because after adding butter, don't rush to knead it. Wait for the gluten to reform. It will become smooth again. Softening the butter is important. In baking, pay attention. When their temperatures and states match, it's easier to mix evenly, easier to combine them. So when the dough is soft, the butter should also be softened, not like this. Use a spatula to spread it, or press it with your hand. You can easily press a dent into it. This is softened enough. After the butter is absorbed, after a bit, the gluten will be softer. It's soft and pliable, like a cushion. It absorbed all the butter, and it clumped up again. There's no visible butter on the bowl's edge. Now we switch to speed 4 or 5 to let it keep mixing. Finally, I'll show you the glove membrane state. The dough seems smoother than before. You can dip your finger in a little oil or water, then gently stretch it and pull it taut. Feel its texture, how the membrane is soft and pliable. Because of the butter lubricates the gluten, making the dough easier to stretch. To test the membrane, a small ball is enough. You don't need much, about the size of a ping pong ball. Grasp it and stretch it long, then pull it wide, stretch it into a rough square. Hold it gently, be gentle, and carefully stretch the membrane. It's easier to stretch it evenly. If there are thick spots, gently pull it apart to check the membrane. You should get a thin and translucent film. When you hold it up, it's the glove membrane bakers talk about. You don't always need a perfect glove membrane, a rough estimate is fine. But you can see the membrane is hard to tear, right? See how the edge on your finger doesn't tear easily when stretched. It's already very thin here. You can see your palm or fingerprints through it. This thin is what we call a glove membrane. It's elastic and resists tearing. It can hold the fermentation gases, and it's thin enough. And even. Poke a hole with your finger, the hole will be smooth and even. This is the texture state we need. This is the right state for dinner rolls. For bagels, for example, about 60 to 70% gluten is enough for a chewier texture and a good bite. For toast, you need longer fermentation, a tougher membrane, and a stronger stretch. So you need 90 to 100% gluten. If you're making dinner rolls, like soft, sweet rolls, 80 to 90% gluten is fine.